Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, and they play some of the games immortals have called home. Johnny the Jet, Frazier, Crouch, Rozier, and many, many more have built this big red legacy as this crowd is ready to cheer on their beloved Cornhuskers. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Washington Huskies taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Cornhuskers will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Washington's offense will take the first swing of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Huskies in the hurry-up. The play-action fake. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll try the run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. On the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Washington sends out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. The Cornhuskers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David?
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground, and they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, a lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
Pulled and fired complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. From the gun, running back on the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 2nd down coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Huskers are on the move. Out of the gun to give to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of...
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Husker!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
That purple wave getting things going on the ground now.
And such a great fan base in the Pacific Northwest. Washington fans believe in their team. They're loud, and I tell you what, when they got a ground game they can depend on, the physical ground game, it sets the table for everything they want to do offensively.
Across the 30, out to the 33, and gains 4 on the play. The Huskies are in the hurry-up. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Looking for a man. It's Harbor. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to him. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. And how about this guy upholding that linebacker tradition of a Shaq Thompson or a Mason Foster?
And you think about those guys that can do a little bit of everything. They can play the run and be physical, but they have the athletic ability.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Intercepted. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They're going to test the right side with this one. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. That was a really well-run route on the curl to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job, too, by the receiver, getting his depth and then finding space in between the defenders, giving his quarterback a nice target.
Washington wants to go quickly.
Really nice-looking pass there. And you think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Six Killer. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here, putting on his best Sonny Six Killer impersonation.
They'll give it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Third down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. From the gun, running back gets to give. The ball squirts free. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down plays.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read, the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Looking to take a shot. And he makes the catch at the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Cornhuskers are on the move. They'll go to the ground. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Dropping back, it's Harbor. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead down a little further. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Farmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Washington right back to the line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Tough, hard-nosed running. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1. Washington sends out the punt team. Makes a nice grab at the 25. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
He's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Finds his man down the middle. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Off the play fake on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. To the air, it's Harbor. Getting some heat. Looking deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Well, they get the first down, going for it on 4th and 1, and they're in that fringe area right now in their opponent's territory. So important for them to keep the momentum going because they've got to be thinking, we're scoring points here. We're going to pay this drive off.
It's loose. And the defense snatches it, and they've reversed the field.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Complete to start this drive. Got room at the 35. And the tackle was made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They'll throw it on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion. And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. Fourth time we've seen this guy punt it today. He makes the catch at the 10. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Looking to throw, it's Harbor. Moves around to clear up the vision. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter to do it. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better, that can make the right decisions, that can highlight your skill positions. That's what get the Washington fans going crazy, going nuts, and that's when they have those great football teams.
Using the quick game. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
No good. A missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
He makes the connection. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with them because...
Pulls it in inside the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Nebraska! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on them.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Trying to take it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, and now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Quick handoff. Makes his man miss. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Washington sends out the punt team. Hauls it in, looking for space. A huge return there, steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted.
He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Cornhuskers! They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy is becoming their hero with this performance.
And Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, that can throw and show you all the dimensions of their game, because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy, he looks like the future.
Line, he'll bring it back. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Fires to the right. He's got it. Stumbled to the ground. Washington wants to go quickly. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First down here for the offense. To the air, it's Harbor. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Here's 1st and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. Wants to go up top. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback checking off. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Husker.
What a throw by the QB. You think about it, you don't have much space near the sideline, and he put that thing right on the outside of the sideline where his receiver could go make a play. Not only does he make the play, I'm pretty sure he got a foot in bounds, and that's a great touchdown catch. What a playmaker.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Huskies. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space? Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
He'll try to tack on one more. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense set on 1st down. trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, they give up the run. They get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Dropping back, it's Harbor. He finds his man. At the 35, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. He wants to throw. Get it out on the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the touchdown.
Well, he chews up yards. Now, that was really quick, really decisive. Design quarterback runs are very difficult to stop, and you could tell he's got some ability to make big plays. And thank goodness they got him on the ground and there wasn't a bigger play than it could have been.
Here on second down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
And the Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great job of creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first half.
Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that. Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
It's complete to the right. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has it on the doorstep. The Huskers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard.
Touchdown, Nebraska! And the pummeling has started.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Here's the handoff.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
I'll tell you, this is a hard defense to run against if you're going to go sideline to sideline because of that guy's speed at linebacker. He can get all the way to the perimeter, chase the quarterback down on the option, and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Impressive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give to the back. Quick spin on the run. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker. You could tell. Locked in on the quarterback. Chases him down. Gets to him. Not only gets to him, doesn't let him break a tackle. Gets him on the ground.
A solid pickup on the scramble and slide, but there's a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Wide out in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Quick step and go. He's finally herded out of bounds. Really good pickup on 3rd down, and still not quite enough to move the chains. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They've put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Calls his own number. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Harbor. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room. Found as he stopped at the 18. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. The chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put it.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Complete in the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's got it. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
At the 39. Brings up 2nd down.
He's looking to throw. Fires on the move. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. On the move, it's Clowney. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead there.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
They're setting up the screen, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Gets rid of it. It's caught. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result...
Going to take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A 3rd and long coming up here. Harris back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. And, man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. And the Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
He's looking to throw it. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Washington sends out the punt team. Bringing it back, it's Clowney. He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and, man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.